Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
And the Clippers starting five. On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for the Celtics, the post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the 1. Now, here's Zubats. The pass to Powell. And here's Leonard from 3. That shot off. And it's Boston the other way. Here's Arthur about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Smart passes to Horford. Back to Smart. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You ever notice the physicality? That's an aspect of Marcus Smart's game. He just powers through the defense. Sensational shooting.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
What's up?
Smart, no good on the free throw. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West. Now here's Tatum, following the miss by Robert Williams. Outside, Smart. The three-pointer, no good. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Powell kicks to Leonard. Zubats a screen on Williams. Leonard finds Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
2 minutes remaining.
Tatum passes to Smart. On the wing, Brown. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. Zubats a screen on Smart. Moves back up. And it's Zubats laying it in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Smart passes to Horford. On deep. Powell pulls it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
The line for 2.
That free throw good from George.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Grant Williams is checked in for Robert Williams. Gallinari comes in for Al Horford. Brogdon, he's checked in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, this is what they love seeing from Jaylen Brown, the aggressiveness down near the cup. This guy's attitude, tremendous.
Williams against Morris. Rebound by the Celtics. Gallinari finds Brown. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific...
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Some changes for Boston. Horford comes in for Gallinari. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard. The Clippers also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Norman Powell comes in for Mann. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. Here's Williams. That one, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Driving in, here's Coffey. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Now here's Leonard. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Leonard the pass to Coffey. And stolen by Tatum. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Smart kicks to Tatum. Williams a screen on Powell. Tatum drives in. And that one, good. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was. But Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
A beautiful reverse layup. Tatum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
That's a case where the reach of Jayson Tatum comes into play. Understanding, let me go hit the offensive glass, and you get rewarded for it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Leonard sets a screen for Powell. Right side, Leonard. Buries it down low. Leonard's got his for Robert Williams. He's checked in for Horford. Gallinari comes in for Grant Williams. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Jayson Tatum. And it's White in for Marcus Smart. Now here's White. Kicks it to Gallinari. Brogdon a screen on Morris. Brogdon outside. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. The three from George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Paul George is a big-time scorer, and it matters not where he is, but you give him a corner three, he'll take it.
Gallinari, a screen on George. And it's Brown missing. Clippers trail by 6. George dishes to Morris. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to George. Zubac with the screen for George. The offensive rebound. Zubac in the post. Outside for George. Takes the three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Thank you, David, for that interview. Jayson Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the center position. That's the Boston 5.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Celtics leading by 8. Tatum gets to Smart. Back to Tatum. Here's Horford. Wall grabs the board. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Al Horford. Leonard the pass to Zubac and stolen by Horford. Outside, Smart. Outside, Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. Smart deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Horford. Left side, Williams. The dish to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. You know, Greg, we
ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Tatum. Now here's Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard, no good off the back of the rim. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Back to Wall. And that one is good.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And here's Brown outside. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the inside. Covington passes to Mann. Back to Covington. Outside, Wall. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The shot's good on the assist by George. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love the activity. John Wall's athleticism and skill can overcome quality defense.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
A 3 from Leonard buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful. George
against Brown. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston.
Open man, that was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Now, here's Brogdon. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Brogdon the pass to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Right side George. Zubac with the screen for George. Pass to Powell. Six on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. How the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Outside Jackson. Here's the pass to Zubac. Screen by Zubac. It's Powell with the drive. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Boston. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Outside Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. And Los Angeles guys shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Jackson. Shot clock at 5 from deep. Rebound Boston. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brogdon outside. Pass to going up. Dishes it to Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jayson Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
George against Tatum. Right block shot. And too long on the shot. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 7. On the wing, George. Over Tatum. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a...
Mark comes in for White. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Wall's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Now here's Tatum. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 10-footer. The Clippers grab the miss. George with the ball. Down low. Here's Zubac. Outside, Wall. Lets it go with a three. And again, no good by the Clippers. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Robert Covington. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for 2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Los Angeles calls timeout. Leonard finds George. Here's Wall. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, you love to see guys come through in the clutch. A nice play by John Wall.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Marcus Smart. At the line for 2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one.
When you're in these situations, the players you want at the free throw line, they have to have a level of fearlessness. Welcome to the party, Mr. Smart.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional. Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Timeout call, the Celtics. They're leading by 3. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
4th personal foul.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win.